Good morning. My name's Peter, and I'm a member of the Hyde Church community, which in turn is part of the Avon Valley Partnership, and our home is in the New Forest National Park, right at the northwest corner of the park. I must confess that the events of the last 18 days, 3 weeks, have been so shocking on all levels that I found it very hard to home in on a thought for today. Before all this horror started, I had roughed out a framework for a thought, but when I returned to it a week ago, I found I couldn't even remember what that thought had been and what the subject was that I'd decided on. Every time I tried to rekindle it, I failed, finding that my thoughts inevitably returned to the crisis in the Ukraine, with each day's news bringing more anguish to my heart and mind. So I must talk about it today. In the last month, the unthinkable has become a reality, and we are witnessing horrors and cruelty of war made worse by a truly barbaric disregard for humanity. Nevertheless, there needs to be a starting point for our thoughts and meditations, a grounded, relevant point from which to start. There are words in Psalm 46 that have a deep relevance, and you might like to refer to them. God is our refuge and strength, an ever-present help in trouble. And later on, be still and know that I am God. For me, the challenge is being still. I'm watching the tragedy unfold in real time, not waiting days or weeks for censored versions of the atrocities to reach my breakfast table in printed form. It's there, every hour of every day, all the time. I feel like a rabbit caught in the headlights, desperately wanting to do something helpful, but not knowing which way to turn. What can I do to make a difference? Where is my strength? Other than warm blankets, pillows, sleeping mats, anoraks, and medicaments that we sent to Ukraine, what do I have that could make a difference? Hold on a minute. Slow down. Pause. Be still and know that I am God. To be useful, I have to marshal myself, to center myself and all of my being on the need to find the presence of God and put myself at His disposal. To do that, I have to silence the noise and find a stillness in which I may concentrate on the presence of God. Be still. For me, the key to this is to concentrate on my breathing rather than anything else, to breathe slowly, calming myself with its slow, measured tempo, thinking as I breathe, and to wait in hope that the induced quietness of mind is there to fill with God's presence. Wendell Berry achieved the same result, but in quite a different way. He's another favorite poet of mine, and again, he's an American. He wrote a famous poem, you may have heard of it, called The Peace of Wild Things, and it reflects his approach to tragedies on the world stage. When despair for the world grows in me, and I wake in the night at the least sound, in fear of what my life and my children's lives may be, I go and lie down where the wooddrake rests in his beauty on the water, and the great heron feeds. I come into the peace of wild things, who do not tax their lives with forethought of grief. I come into the presence of still water, and I feel above me the day-blind stars waiting with their light. For a time, I rest in the grace of the world and am free. God is our refuge and strength, an ever-present help in trouble. Psalm 46.